we've been tracking this thing for a really long time, but it seems like it's come together very quickly. Jack White and Jack Black coming together to record the Jack Gray project, if you will. And because of the magic of vlogging, happy to have Morning Show with Anthony vlog. Check out the page, wehm.com. Under the On Air tab, click on Anthony. We actually can now know what it was like the moment that Tenacious D went in and recorded with Jack White. Give you a couple of clips here to share. Basically, the Tenacious D out on tour spent the day in Nashville, and they did a runaround of Third Man Records, which by all accounts is the modern day, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory for music fans. Is it not? Like, Jack White is the Willy Wonka of the music world. He's just created this insane, over-the-top, absolutely no practical use whatsoever music incredible thing, right? Like, we didn't need, a whole meal in one gobstopper, but that's what Willy Wonka gave us. We don't need live recording onto vinyl, but that's what Jack White has given us. And damn it, aren't we excited that he has. So here's the guys came in and they met, and then they were taken around on a little tour.
So this is when we're doing live recordings.
What?
So we're behind the stage right now. The stage is on the other side of the wall. So what we do is direct-to-disc live band recording. This is a 1955 Scully lathe that came out of King Records in Cincinnati.
Big fan of the Scully.
Yeah. It's a Cadillac.
Big fan of the Scully.
But King Records, James Brown, Little Willie John, Hank Ballard and the Midnighters, all the great.
Little Willie Brown. I mean, just listen to all the people they rattled off that was recorded onto this thing. I mean, I didn't even, honestly, until this thing came out, I had no idea that, it just kind of makes sense, but you kind of just don't even put it all together that people were recording right onto a vinyl disc back in the day.
Ariana Grande?
There might have been some Ariana
Grande.
But we've done the Shins, the Kills, C6 Steve, Melvins, Mudhoney, Jack Johnson, Ashley Monroe, Shabazz Palaces. We did Pearl Jam. We did U2 recorded this way. Jack White set up a Record Store Day 2014, set up on stage, recorded 2 songs, ran them down the street to the pressing plant, had them electroplated, had the labels printed, manufactured the records, got them back here. And so from the time the masters left the building and the time we had records for sale in the storefront was 3.5 hours.
So did you guys...
Now that moment, that was on Record Store Day. They recorded on the vinyl, they pressed it, they sold it. That was a Guinness World Record. That was actually an EHM Daily Music Note that predated the Morning Show with Anthony vlog. I remember talking about Jack White setting the Guinness record because, again, useless for that Guinness record, but still totally awesome that he did it. I love those things that are like, who really cares? But then you're like, I really care. I love that was actually done. I love that he sat there and went, what was the fastest anybody's ever pressed and sold an album? And somebody had to go look it up, and he goes, all right, well, let's break that record. And they actually did that day back in Record Store Day. Was it 2014 or whatever it was? So really cool. So then the guys continued to get a tour, and then Jack White took them around.
American Pickers, I traded these guys a photo booth for the elephant head.
Showed off the elephant head that he has hanging in the Third Man Records studio that he traded the American Picker guys. He traded with them for a photo booth, which is kind of cool to see. The boys then did a photo shoot that would go along with their collaboration. It seems like that's what's going to grace the cover. And then there was this moment where Jack White gave Jack Black a guitar from his White Stripe days.
Oh, dude. May I?
Yeah.
Mother, may I?
Someone gave me this in the White Stripes and I never got to use it.
Oh, damn.
It is a beautiful, beautiful record. It's kind of cool to hear Jack Black pick it up and play it.
Listen to that voice.
What a thing to say. Listen to that voice. How cool is that? So the guys continued their photo shoot, and then Jack went and showed them a little bit more of the studio and what they had hanging on the walls, some of the records that were recorded there that they had hanging.
Jules Verne's grandson. And then, of course, we had Bobby Castro, Fidel Castro's little brother, did a solo show here.
Weird.
Yeah. And then the Pope, not the current Pope, but the last Pope, did a spoken word here. It was in Latin. And then we have Well, all the Led Zeppelins, all of their moms did a show together.
Oh,
The 4 Led Zeppelin members' moms.
they gotta be getting up there.
Yeah, I think one of them was like 105.
What'd she play? What instrument?
You know, I was busy.
I think it's a
I didn't show
klezmer.
up for that. 5 seconds of silence.
Yes, what the moms play. I mean, just but the funny thing about it too is all of the, you just look at that place and it's Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. It really legitimately is, like the style and if you're into that kind of, I love design for design's sake, and all the effort and things that he put into it and all that kind of stuff. It was just, it's very, very cool to see. We will put a link to this vlog so you can watch it when we put out the morning show vlog on the vlog page, wehm.com. So go on and check that out. Trending 43 on YouTube right now. So pretty big score for Jack White. And they wound up leaving the Third Man Records. Here's what's weird. They left Third Man Records where they can record, and they went to Jack White's house to record a track, which I found was odd. Like, how awesome do you have to be? It's awesome. And the Pope recorded at Third Man Records. How much more awesomer do you have to be than the Pope to get into that next layer of Jack Whitedom and be invited to his own house to record there? They didn't film in his own house. You couldn't see any of it. I can't. He's got a huge elephant head hanging in there. What do you think is hanging on the walls in Jack White's home? I don't even know. I'm not even sure. I feel like there's like a whole stage with just like a live action play. That's what I feel like is hanging on the walls. Be like, oh, the elephant. You thought my elephant head was cool. Take a look at what's hanging on my wall in my house. Yeah, there's 14 actors up there. They're doing a play. They just do a play. They just always, Shakespeare, David Mamet, whatever it is. Every week they kind of change it up, but they're just up there 24/7. They got a rotating cast. They're in there. Sometimes there's, tigers and stuff. I don't know. Just got a whole play. Just have a whole play hanging. A live play. That's kind of awesome. There's a ridiculously rich person listening to us right now that's like, that's a great idea.